This 3-Minute Egg is made possible by an Artist Initiative grant from the Metropolitan Regional Arts Council. Alexa Horochowski is quite simply one of the Twin Cities' most respected artists. She won a Jerome grant in 2001, a McKnight in 2003, and the Bush Fellowship in 2004. She's exhibited all over the Midwest and made quite a home for herself in Argentina. Now 3-Minute Egg begins a 3-part series looking into Alexa's creative process. Let's step into the now-defunct art of this gallery on Nicollet Avenue for the creation of Dowel Mountain.
You know, I was painting for many years, for 5 years, and it was all the figure, and I noticed that I was really interested in the landscape that the figures occupied, so human figures. And, but I realized that the figure was getting in the way of this understanding of the elements that were going on with nature that really interested me. And so I kind of decided, well, you know, I got to get rid of the figure, the human figure, and work with just the figure of nature. This is Torres del Paine in Chile. I am thinking of different heights, kind of like this range, so, but in a very loose way, right? So you have, you know, something here and then a couple peaks there. In my studio, I've been working a lot with landscape. I was thinking of romantic painting and how the things that make up a romantic painting and the idea of the sublime are these things like waterfalls, cliffs, and these cliches of nature that we think about when we think of nature as this grand and wondrous place. And so I like the idea of the perspective from an urban center. So the way we look at nature from the perspective of living in the city. If you go to Home Depot, you can get whatever fake rocks for your garden and, you know, enormous boulders, stuff like that. So I've been looking a lot at that kind of constructed landscape. And so the idea is to make these kind of beautiful forms, but out of really commercial materials, industrial materials. I've been working with wax, dowels, things that are manufactured, basically. I guess just the materials being so lowbrow, I think that gives it a sense of, it's approachable. You know, almost anybody, a child, can start putting a bunch of stuff like this together. Even though these lights have a little bit of obnoxious, there's something kind of like dramatic, and you know, like when you're driving down the highway and you see, like, you're seeing the landscape through this sort of mediated urban center, like where you have lights, you know, like a baseball stadium might be lit in the super garish bright lights in the landscape, you know, so it's this kind of weird eerie light. I thought, wow, if I put a mirror under that has the footprint of the piece, then you're gonna have it in double.
Are you going to?
Oh, no, I can't. I don't have time. I mean, it would be, I'd have to actually have it cut to shape. But I'll definitely do it in my studio.